Hello everyone. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
you're audible.
Okay, fine.
Your volume is just too much. Can you turn it down a bit?
Okay, I'm trying. And now? Is it too much?
No, it is still buzzing. Yeah,
Others? Hello.
It is okay for me.
Okay. I think the problem is in your headphones.
yeah, got it.
Okay. Just decrease the speaker volume. That will fix it. Okay. Around 120 people registered for this event. Let's see how many of those join our event. Okay. So people are joining. Basic advantage. Let's see. Chirag, can you tell the names of the members of the tech defenders and Codasaurus uh, in the meeting? So I will be allowing them to turn on their mic and as well as video.
Okay. Angel is there.
Okay,
Rajashree Bhumik is there.
okay,
Somadeep
one
Ghosh
by
is
one.
there.
Angel
Yeah.
Mystery, okay,
Yeah.
and then Rajashri Bhumik.
Rajashree Bhumik.
Okay,
Somadeep
now
Ghosh.
Shomati Pash. Now I have already turned on his mic. Okay, next.
Okay.
Is there anyone?
Okay. Till now, no.
Okay, fine. Rohit Devnath. Okay, Chirag, just tell them,
Yeah.
tell your members and the Codasaurus members as well to just raise their hands. I will be
Okay.
turning on their mic and as well as video.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, if anyone wants to speak up, just raise their hand. Okay. Okay, only 12 has joined. Okay, Rishabh is joining. Okay, folks, I'm welcoming him. Okay. Hi, Rishabh. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. Okay, सबसे आए. Okay, let's wait for 2 minutes more until everyone join.
Yeah, can you folks hear me?
Yeah, yeah, you are audible, Rishabh.
And can you see me?
No. We can. Yeah, right now we can see you.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Thanks, Arisha, for joining today's session.
No, thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor.
Yeah, and okay, I'll be doing your introduction. Just let me do it. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to introduce Rishab Goel. He is the founder of Dodo Payments, and he is an expert in making global payments easier for SaaS founders. He has over 10 years of experience in international finance in companies like Prodigy Finance. So he is a BITS Pilani and London Business School alumni, and in today's session, he will be sharing his own story with us, how he founded Dodo Payments and along with his journey up to this. Thanks. You can take the stage right now. You can speak up, Rishabh. And thanks again. Thanks for joining, Rishabh.
No, it is an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for the generous introduction. I think you embellished quite a bit, but I'm very happy to spend time with the community, share some potentially learnings and insights from my 10-year-long career and educational history. And if you have any questions, anything, I'm here to address you.
Okay. So Rishabh, will you start right now, or will you wait for a bit for 2 minutes?
I am fine either way. So you pick and decide. I'm happy to wait for a few minutes if that
Okay.
helps with a
Okay.
greater larger audience.
Thanks, Rishabh. Let's wait for 2 minutes.
Sure. So is the community mainly in Kolkata region or is it spread across India?
Okay, there are actually three communities involved here.
Oh, okay.
Dev.com, okay, Dev.com and Codasaurus and Tech Defenders. They are based out of JS College of Engineering in Kalyani, near Kolkata. It's near Kolkata
Okay.
actually.
Okay. Nice. I've been to Kolkata a couple of times. So yeah, it's a city that takes me back in time.
Yeah.
The fact is that in our community our community is mainly diverse. There are many people, many students, many working professionals from different states. Even some people are students who are working abroad too. So it's basically diverse kind of.
Got it. Got it. No, more than
Sure.
happy to talk. Just for context, look, I am not a techie. I've not written a single line of code in 10 years. I did some in college, but I've not done it in 10 years. But I've spent all my time around techies and in the tech space. So I'll speak from that context.
Got it. Got it.
So
Okay.
what is the best thing you like about Kolkata? Or you said you have been to Kolkata, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you know Kusum Rose by any chance?
No, I
Yes,
don't.
No,
yes, yes,
no.
yes, yes,
You
yes.
know, right?
It's
Rohit knows.
famous. It's
Yeah,
famous.
Rohit
Yes,
knows.
yes, yes.
That's
It's
great.
famous, bro.
I mean,
It's famous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best rose I've ever had.
Oh.
That was great. Then I stayed in close to Nehru Museum, if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
So yeah, Nehru Museum was quite fantastic. It was way more than what I imagined it would be.
that's
So,
great. I mean,
yeah. So, would you say Kolkata has the best food in India? Yeah.
यार competition कहाँ करूँ मैं but yeah. I mean, every
Uh,
city has its own flavor.
Yeah.
I think
exactly,
India is
exactly.
lucky that way. So for example, I really like every meal in Bengal has bhaji. No, what
Yeah.
Hmm.
you
yeah,
know what है eggplant का वो
Yeah.
Mhm.
angle का होता है. Then there's a lot of sarso.
Yeah.
So also, oh, I'll tell one thing. The best uh, pani puri I've had is this puchka in
Yeah.
Kolkata. It's the
yeah. It's called
best.
Fuchka.
I
Ah,
can
yeah,
vouch
that's
for
the
that.
best. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
that's
is
best.
by far the best. And I think you put what is it, ghunguni, right? or ghugni.
Yeah,
Mhm,
Gugni.
Yeah, Gugni.
Gugni,
Right.
Gugni.
That is the best. I've had pani puri in like a lot of places across India. Nothing matches the rolls. The best rolls and the best pani puri are in Kolkata.
Yeah. In fact, we have a gram or village named after the fuchkas, right? So there are many kind of stuffing you can find. You can find chicken inside the fuchka, fish inside the fuchka.
There are
That is
very
how it is.
variants of Pani Puri
Yeah.
here.
Chicken and fish inside
Yeah,
Yeah.
puchka.
Yes.
actually.
No way.
There
Wow.
is,
Even chocolate also you can find.
yeah, chocolate
Yeah.
puchka.
Chocolate puchka.
Yes.
Okay. अच्छा
Yeah,
ये काफी
sometimes even ice
experimental
cream
है
fuchka is
tricky है. Okay. Alright. Hmm. Halulu cheese also I think
Yeah.
uh, yeah, so I've had that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also good.
Okay, if before Rishabh speaks up, so if anyone wants to speak up, just raise your hand. I will allow your mic as well as video. Okay.
If you have any questions, like we have bunch of questions to ask Rishabh. If you have any other kind of questions to ask first, if you can, okay, guys, you can first of
Yeah,
all, or
definitely.
shall we can start also, by the way.
Yeah, Rishabh, we can start if you want.
Sure. So I think you get an introduction about me. So I can just
Mhm.
expand. As I was saying, I've done my undergrad from BITS and then went to London Business School. I was very clear from early on I wanted to build something cross-border, or rather my career in this space. It's a space where you get to interact with different cultures, markets, and different problem statements. Was lucky to start off with a organization called TransferWise in London office. Then moved to Prodigy Finance, where I spent 5 years across mainly India. Then also looked at other emerging markets like Korea, Greater China, Middle East, Africa, LATAM. So traveled to multiple countries for work. Had a team across 6 time zones. Didn't sleep much and then get a few things here and there. But more importantly, continued working in the space. Worked in a company called Solitix, which helps implementation of KYC, all the boring stuff in banks. So we get that. It's especially with focus on Middle East. And most recently, before Go to Payments, I was part of this pre-seed company called Bazaar as entrepreneur in residence. We were helping Indian brands and factories sell in the West typically e-commerce goods, so home decor, linen, etc. Wherever India has a comparative edge with respect to its product quality and pricing. And I was looking at everything payments, and then I realized how challenging some of the payment transactions are, which is where I decided to move into this full time as my own venture. Found my co-founder in January, and we have been working at this since the last 10, 11 months. We're getting close to launching the beta product. So today I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Just keep in mind, I'm not a techie. I don't write code, but I love building and scaling tech products. So please ask me questions from that context.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah, Rishabh, actually, regarding the payments issue, around 6 months ago, I was facing an issue like when I was using some products from Azure. Okay, I need to have a credit card for getting all the credits. Yeah, and coming from the context of Dodo payments, I think it is solving it. It is solving as I have studied all your things. So Dodo payments is doing. It's integrating UPI and various other things. Can you elaborate on that? It will be great.
Yeah, so basically, look, the problem statement is your digital products are default global, right? Anybody and
Hmm.
everybody across the world will consume them. And to consume these products, you need to collect payments. Now, payments need to be optimized for local customers. Localization is multiple levels. First is currency. Why are we paying for air cable, Figma, your Google
Hmm.
credits, everything in dollars? Why should it not be in INR? That's one. Second is payment methods. So you're forced to pay internationally through a Visa, Mastercard, or PayPal. You can't use UPI, you can't use RuPay, and that's an India story, right? Every country has their own UPI version or RuPay version. So for example, China has Union Pay and Alipay, VPay. Japan has ID as a payment gateway, a payment equivalent of Visa, Mastercard, and PayPay which is a UPI equivalent. Pix in Brazil, for example, has more transaction volume than UPI. Okay, Europe has launched something called Vero, which is a UPI equivalent for Europeans. So almost every country has their own alternate payment method, which is just not available if you're doing an international transaction. So you fundamentally can't pay. Okay, and third is even if you can have a credit card and everything, is very expensive and inconvenient. Mainly because your international transactions keep failing, and there are lot of reasons for that. That will take its own time. It's also expensive because you're enabling so many, the payment goes through so many layers and hops that it takes time and it's expensive. Okay, so the point is, why should payments be international? Why can't be domestic or localized for each geography? That is the problem statement we picked up. And the solution is something called a merchant of record. So what we do is we go to each major market and partner with payment gateways in that market. So for example, in India, you have Razorpay cash free. In Europe, you have something called Alien. In UK, you have Go Cardless. In US, you have Stripe. In Middle East, you have Teller. You in Singapore, you have something else. So you keep going, you'll realize that each geography has a payment gateway that works well in that jurisdiction. Now the question is, why is payment gateway optimized for local jurisdiction or local market? That's because these payment gateways are licensed activities, and these licenses are limited to that country. Okay. So for example, Razorpay Cashfree got a license from RBI to operate in India. For everything else, they use a hacky method, and they're forced to use a hacky method because there's no license which is truly global. And they will not be for the longest time because not every country is comfortable, keeping everything open. So the model we have is called merchant of record, where we go integrate with payment gateways globally, and we orchestrate depending on where your customer is located to show them the local payment gateway, which means A, the currency is local, B, the payment method is local, and C, the success rate and convenience is also local.
Thanks, Rishabh, for sharing all these insights. And also, I recently saw your post on OpenAI. And if you want to buy OpenAI credits, it will take more than 2000 rupees, actually. Yeah. So,
Yeah. So let me elaborate that. So for example, you want to get a ChatGPT subscription. The monthly cost is $20. Now $1 is 84 rupees. So that's around 1700 rupees. But if you open your bill, you'll find that the cost of bill that was charged on credit card is more than 2000. So now the question that should bring in your bill is, why am I paying 300 rupees extra, or why am I paying like more than 20% extra? That's a question that you should ask. Well, there are two reasons why you, or rather, let's say three reasons. Okay, first is that there is a tax imposed. So $20 is exclusive of tax. Now, why are these transactions, especially in SaaS, or rather the price points without taxes? Because tax is a consumption-based logic. So your sales tax, GST, VAT, these are defined by where your product is getting consumed. Your income tax is defined by where the product is created, which is where you are located as a SaaS founder or a freelancer. But your GST VAT is depending on where the product is getting consumed. Now, if you're an Indian developer and you have a customer in UAE or US, you will be applicable for collecting and remitting tax as per their jurisdiction. So ChatGPT is a US based company, but in India, they are forced to collect and remit GST of 18%. So that's the first reason, first cost that you're paying. The second thing is the FX fee is involved, which is both in terms of the actual transaction fee. So it might not be 84 rupees, it might be 83 point something, which is in colloquial fintech terms called buy and spread. So there is a mid market, which is say 84 here, but the exchange rates will be, you can buy at 84.5 and sell at 83.5, and they pocket the remaining 0.5 on both sides. That is how they make their money. So that's one, and some also add an additional fee to it. So that's on the merchant side. Now the other, which is a merchant's payment processor, would have a certain charge. Now the other fee that also comes in your credit card, because they are enabling an international transaction on your side, they have a surcharge of 2 to 4%. This also has a GST on top of it. So you're also paying for that, which is why you are paying way more then what your actual, in your mind, you're thinking I'm paying $20, 1,700 rupees, but you actually end up paying way more.
Yeah, actually that's it. And I have a question. So will Dodo payments somehow reduce the price? We have to pay over 2,000 rupees to get OpenAI subscription. And will Dodo payments somehow reduce the price?
So look, Dodo payments in this scenario will do two things. First of all, it will make sure that your product is fully compliant with respect to consumption-based tax. Okay, so it will make sure that the 18% that you are collecting and remitting is localized, and we take care of the responsibility. That's one. Second is in terms of the actual FX conversion, our conversion rates are very good because we are doing things in bulk, nor are we interested in making money through any hidden fees. And thirdly, the customer does not have to pay anything extra because they are paying through a local payment method as a local transaction. So there is no additional fee from their side. So with Dodo payments, you can expect the customer to pay around 5 to 10% less than what they would be paying today.
I mean, thanks for sharing. I mean, it's great. If the next time I want to buy, I have to pay less, the 5% or
Yes,
10%.
but the way we are approaching today, just for more context, we get the merchants to onboard us. So we are not a customer-facing or
Okay.
a consumer-facing product. We are a merchant-facing product. So we go to merchants and tell them, onboard us. We we will power your checkout. We will see where the customer is located, orchestrate the right payment gateway optimized for their payment experience, and then simplify their life. In
Yes.
fact, the bigger value prop is not even saving money. It's about increasing your top line. Why? Because today, I'm sure a few of your students, you would not have a credit card on Visa, MasterCard. Okay, not everybody has it. And a lot of you, I know at least my juniors in BITS, they borrow from their parents or their friends for transactions. There many people are not able to pay for ChatGPT. Okay, so or even if they're able to, the transaction fails. So you're actually increasing your top line because now you've made it more convenient for people to pay. That is a bigger value prop for merchants.
Yeah, I mean, Dodo Payments is helping the founders and the merchants, which is indirectly helping us as
Correct.
students.
So today it's an indirect thing, but tomorrow, like 10
Yeah,
years down the line, we can build something for consumers as well.
yeah,
But
that's
it's
great.
10 years down the line. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, okay. So, others, if you have any question, you can ask Rishabh, Subinoy, Rohit.
Yeah, I would like to ask you about building a business, right? So right now, many students are willing to pursue entrepreneurship or building a small business, right? So how do you recommend when to start and when to consider building a business or something?
Okay. So few thoughts, and always remember that take anybody's opinions and thoughts with a bucket of salt, because what might work for me may not be applicable for you. The first thing is you guys are young, so accept that maybe the first startup won't work, but the second or the third will. Okay. The important point is you to get started. So, for example, my co-founder Ayush, he started his first startup when he was in college, and it didn't work mainly because of regulatory issues, but whatever, it did not work. And then he sold his company at a profit to investors. Okay. But the point is, he was like, okay, my first company didn't work. That's fine. I sold it. I gave an exit to everyone. Now let me start my second innings. So accept that you have to get started. Okay. And don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Just get going. Okay. Second is understand the market really well. And when I say understand the market really well, there are two nuances. First of all, the overall market should be very large so that even if you are not the best, you can pick one specific niche where you can do better than others. Okay. And then multiple examples like in payments, right? Like I can just say, for example, like very simple example that I may not be great at payments, but I will be the best at payments between Nepal and India. Okay, you can start off from there. So pick a market which is very large and then narrow it down to a very specific place where you have a unfair advantage in terms of the customer not being served well. So this is called an underserved market. So you can only find large enough underserved markets where first the market size itself is big. Okay. The second nuance here is try to find an unfair advantage where you believe that you have a reason why you can succeed in someone else who puts in the same number of effort or like hours, has same funding, will not be able to achieve. And because you know some secret or you have some understanding that others don't. Now, the third thing that I would ask you folks to be mindful is uh, have an approach where you spend a lot of time with users and keep validating your assumptions. Talk to as many users as possible. I can tell you for us at Dodo Payments, we had a waitlist of 100 people plus who we had talked to and qualified and validated that this is the right customer and we can support them and they would like us. We would make a strong impact in their lives, in their business. Only then we wrote our first code. Writing code is very easy. Don't jump into it. Okay. Once you understand what to build, you can go and build it. But figuring out what to build, what problem to solve is a bigger challenge. Spend as much time with the problem as possible.
And it's a great answer, Rishabh. And actually, ever since the AI boom, there has been a jump in the micro SaaS as well. People are building things out of AI. They are actually they are building things. For example, they're generating AI based on fashion sense. So, what's your take on this? So, should we build using AI? Should we build using AI as a layer, as a wrapper startup? It's called wrapper startup. So
Yeah,
should we
yeah,
try on?
start. Ultimately every product is a wrapper on something else. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
there is nothing unsexy or unglamorous. There's a question, what is micro SaaS? I don't know if there's a proper definition there, but micro SaaS typically, and you folks can correct me, my understanding is SaaS companies which are built by teams of 1 to 3, where the ambition is to bootstrap, not raise any capital, and reach a monthly revenue of 100K plus, so that you have some stable income. So you go. So that is my understanding of micro SaaS. Is something you would like to improve?
Rishabh, thanks for the
I
answer.
think yeah, that definition works. So coming back to look, we should definitely use AI. Don't be worried about AI being a wrapper. Look, I'll give practical advices. Don't don't try to believe that you will be the next Zuckerberg or Bill Gates. There are hardly less than 10 people who have dropped out of college and built a generational company. Okay, the statistics of doing that increase way more if it's your second, third, fourth, or fifth startup, and in your 20s, 30s, and 40s. The important point is to believe that you can be an entrepreneur and build a generational company, if not today, tomorrow. Okay, so as of now, I would say don't worry about defensibility too much. Those are important points, but that become important when you're looking to build a $1 billion outcome in 4 to 5 years. What you should figure out today is how can I be great at building something? How can I be great at executing? What is my shipping velocity? And AI is fantastic for that. So go do it. The beauty of micro SaaS, honestly, when I look at a customer base, like a lot of them say, okay, this is a company which is getting like 100 million annual revenue. I can actually build this using AI for like over in like the next 3 months. The two of us can sit down and build this in the next 3 months. And if I launch this, I can make 1 million annual revenue. I don't have any external funding. I have very limited expenses. Like 1 million is fantastic. Go for it. That is the right micro SaaS approach. A lot of these questions that you're talking about become more important when you start building a VC backed business, when there is a time pressure on the venture capital firms to deliver an exit to their investors who are called LPs, limited partners. And because these venture capital companies have a pressure on them, that is where it becomes important for the startups to start thinking big and making sure they deliver an outcome, an outsized outcome. But in Microsoft, you don't have that pressure. Don't worry about all these.
I mean, yeah, thanks for the answer. So, Subina, Chirag, you can speak up.
So I wanted to like, why did you choose this fintech background only? Why not any other background? As a business, you want to scale up.
I mean, why did I choose fintech background? So yes, I spent 10 years in cross-border fintech. There were actually like two, three reasons. So, um, and some of them are not the most objective reasons. First of all, is back in the day, finance roles were considered the coolest roles. I think now PM became like slightly more sexy. Consulting became slightly more sexy, but I think investment banking jobs were always considered really cool. They were always in demand. But I wanted to do something in tech. So I was like, okay, let's go fintech. That was like one answer. Second part also was I was looking to, after London Middle School, I was looking to get into the like the tech scene. I wasn't really interested in other career paths. And London, at least back then, used to be the financial capital of the world. And if you are the financial capital of the world, why not build tech for this financial capital of the world? So that's the second reason. And once you spend some time with it, I really liked fintech. So I continued there.
So Rishabh, can you expand on your journey over London Business School?
I mean, it really, by the way, in a blink of an eye, it's over because it's so fast paced. Um, I was asked this question recently as well, and always struggle. But broadly, like the few points are first of all, it's super international. Like at my time, we had more than 100 nationalities. The fact that you can learn from so many smart people from all over the world is fantastic. You join a B school mainly to gain confidence that you can go and conquer any challenge in the world. And you get the confidence from tangible reasons. First of all, you are in some way selected to be part of an elite group with your alumni base and everything. Secondly, this alumni base is spread all over the world. And if whenever I've had any challenges, I can just reach out to this community. I can ask them for help, and I'll find someone to give me an amazing advice or open doors for me. That again makes life way easier. And thirdly, the curriculum itself is so rigorous that if you can go through it, and make a mark there, you feel fairly confident that no matter what life throws at you, you will figure it out.
Yeah, that's what schools make us, high ed schools versus self study. On self study, we will be doing on our own, but school will help us to put on that pressure, and it will give a networking opportunity. That's what I believe, that schools are better than self study, doing things on your own. What you want to take on
Look,
this?
you have to network with the right people. So if you're in the right
Yeah.
crowd, it's great. Otherwise, you can drop out and find a better crowd.
So Rohit, you were trying to tell something. You can speak up, Rohit.
Sure. So first of all, our session is are being recorded. So all the like it will be. I hope so. It will be posted in YouTube or LinkedIn too. And I have a small question, sir. As an engineering student, like many of me or many of us, our first dream is to start a company. Okay, we have ideas. We try to network with many investors. We cold DMs. We like in daily basis we cold DMs 20 or 30 people every day. uh, Still, as personally I know that there is a huge difference between idea and execution, right? But
Hmm.
as an student like me from a tier 2 or tier 3 college, who is a less less group of network, uh, so how should I approach to investors? Right, I have my idea, I have a good decent prototype too, which I have built. Now what is the next step that I should take mainly?
Okay, so prototype is not enough, and a brand or a degree helps, but it's not enough. We were able to raise our funds because we actually showed traction that we have more than 100 people with certain volumes who find value in what we are doing and want to onboard us. Okay. That show traction, show proof of progress. That is what matters. A degree or past experience builds more comfort for an investor to take risk because ultimately VC or investors are in the business of risk taking. If someone has proven execution background, which can be proved to the fact that they got into a university or college or they did well at a certain organization, that's one metric. But nothing beats the case of the pudding on eating egg. So if you are, by the way, like in today's environment, unless you are like a serial entrepreneur, and in your previous organization you delivered a massive exit, so folks like Mukesh, Pansal, etc., only those folks can think about raising on this idea. Honestly, no matter, like most of the people need to show growth, need to show progress, need to show traction. What is the term you said? I think you talked about a prototype. A prototype is not enough unless you're building something in something with hard engineering. If you're building, say, like a space rocket or something, I don't know what's the right example, but like a car, an EV car. I think that's where you, or EV bike. That's where a prototype works. But in tech, no, that's not enough.
Got it. Got it. Thank you, sir.
So
Uh,
Rishabh, so we have to build a personal brand kind of thing. After I hear your answer, we have to build a
No, no,
personal
no, no, no. Personal brand is secondary. What you need to show is that
proof of
what you're
work.
building, the business model has traction. There are people who are willing to pay for it, and there is evidence that you're able to find more and more of such paying customers. That is what you need to show. It can be
Okay.
a wait list. It can be people who just deposit 10 rupees in your account with the promise that you will go build that product and they will be able to use it and pay the remaining amount later on. But personal rank is not that important. Personal rank can be important for many things, but that is not the takeaway.
Sir, I guess Rajdeep has a question. Can you unmute yourself, Rajdeep?
Hi, sir. Hi, sir. Myself, Ashwin.
Ashwin, okay.
Think what are the software that want for finance?
So it's software in finance.
Yeah. Fintech. What are the problems you are facing while using some softwares? What are you
What
think? What are ER student want to develop?
Okay, so finance look is very vast. You have personal finance, you have investments, you have payments, you have loans, you have complex corporate instruments, a lot of different things. I haven't thought about this question much, but I think I'll say I would like a bank which is seamless across the world. And that's a fundamental problem statement banks as well, right? Banks take licenses in different countries, and it's a much bigger problem to solve than payments. But if there was a single bank, no matter where I went, I could just bank with that specific corporation. That would be great.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. You are saying bank license is a major problem for the softwares.
No, so I'm just saying, like, if you talk about my experience, like if I were to say tomorrow move to Singapore, then I have to find a new bank, I have to do everything again. I can't carry my past history from India to another country. So for example, I have a credit history. You folks know credit history, right? Like my past payments towards credit cards or loans, that doesn't carry to another country. So that I think the fact that each country behaves in its own way is challenging, and that limits softwares in this space.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question. Can I ask? Rishabh,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Okay, coming from the perspective of a student, if a student like me from a tier 3 college wants to work for your startup, so what are the things you want to look at their profile?
Look, in my opinion, tier, first of all, I don't know how to classify tier two, tier three, but folks which don't have brand names in their colleges um, have either very hungry or are not hungry at all. So if you are able to show us that hunger, then we would more than love to work with you, because in today's world with AI, with tech, the learning curve is not that challenging if you have the right attitude and the right hunger. So just show us the hunger and we're fine. I genuinely don't care about degrees that much.
Okay, sir. Thanks for answering. Okay.
That
Great.
reflects in our team as well. If you check LinkedIn.
Okay. Okay.
Anyone,
Sir,
any
so
questions?
we had a
Uh,
question like,
Subinay,
so-
Subinay, we can't hear you. Subinay. Subinay wants to speak up. Okay, Chirag. Okay, Subinay. Want to say something? No. Chirag, you can speak up.
yeah. So I wanted to ask, like, how will you understand, like, whether a product is a market fit or not? Like, after you find
Now,
out the niche.
look, I don't think anybody has a good definition. So there are three definitions that I know about. First is Mark Anderson's, where they say that product market fit is like an apologies for the it's like porn, like you know when you see it. Okay. So when you have PMF, you'll automatically find that customers are cribbing because you're not able to serve their needs effectively because they're just their requirements have grown too much. Your customer support is always lagging behind. You have too many people onboarding. The feature requirements that they demand is very high. So it's just a feeling and emotion that you have it, but it's a very unhelpful definition, right? But it does not tell you how to reach there. So there is another definition by Sujit Pai of Bloom Ventures. His definition, if I remember correct, is you have, let me just check this. EMF. You have, just give me 1 second now. He actually breaks product market fit into two. So one is, I can't recollect, nor can I find it. But basically, one they just Google their definition, Sajid Pai's definition, and also Sequoia has a definition on product market fit, which is quite interesting because they break down into three types of companies. Companies that are building something very novel, very new, say SpaceX or Tesla. Companies that are building something which where the problem exists, but nobody has built something before. And then there are companies where the problem exists in a lot of companies that have been serving that, but not effectively. So again, they have a great definition. So have a look at both Sajid Pai and Sequoia, and also Mark Anderson has a beautiful article, which will evoke a lot of emotions, but unfortunately not very helpful in terms of achieving PMF.
Thanks for answering, Rishabh, sir. And now, Subinay, will you want to ask him?
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. So I was asking, what's your take on blockchain? Can it translate to the global scale and make global transaction easier?
Look, so I don't have a good answer. I can tell you that many companies have in the so okay, let's take a step back. Blockchain, the most effective use case is payments. Okay. And the most inefficient use case of payments today is cross-border payments. So then the dream always was how can crypto or how can blockchain, to be more precise, make cross-border payments seamless. And today there is no blockchain company that has been able to solve cross-border payments because cross-border payments are slow, they're expensive, and they are inconvenient. And if blockchain hasn't solved this, which is like the most inefficient part of the payment piece, I'm not very till blockchain solves something tangible. It's hard to be bullish on it.
Okay, so
Sir, Arjun Shaw has a question like, what problem does Dodo Payments mainly aims to solve, and how does it means how it is different than itself from other, how it differentiate from their competitors mainly?
Cool. So we are basically the problem we're solving is if you are building a digital product and you have customers from multiple places. Say you are building a SaaS, micro SaaS, or if you have like a one-time transaction thing like an ebook or a Figma template, Webflow template, and you want your customers to pay you seamlessly, then they should be able to pay with the most convenient payment experience. Right now, your payment experience that you can offer is limited to the payment gateway of your country. In India, it would be Razorpay cash fee. Now, these are not optimized for international transactions because they've got licenses for India. And that is not their fault. It's a fact of how these payment gateways are set up. Each country gives a license of their own jurisdiction. So what we are doing is we are going to each major market, integrating payment gateway in that market, and then orchestrating to show the right, most optimized payment gateway to your customer so that they have the most convenient payment experience and you are not losing out on revenue because your customers are not able to pay you. That's the main problem we're solving. Alongside that, we're solving two other problems. First is you need to be compliant on sales tax, and sales tax is a function of where a customer is located, not where you are located. And if you have customers from 60 plus countries or even 6 countries, it will be very tough for you to figure out what is the tax to collect, how to create a tax ID and remit that tax. We also automate that part. The third part we also solve is payment gateway is not enough. You need a billing solution, you need a subscription solution, you need an orchestration solution, you need a fraud solution, a gunning solution, you need an invoicing solution. You need so many solutions that you will actually end up spending more than 3 weeks just finding the right tool and integrating that. If you come to Toro Payments, you get one SDK, integrate that, and you're up and running with global payments where anybody can pay you effortlessly.
Thanks, sir. There is a one more question of mine. Okay, so whenever I like speak to speak or have a conversation with any people, especially like you, I ask one simple thing like any book or any video, any YouTube video you want to recommend for, especially upcoming entrepreneurs who are like who have a craving to start a startup.
I would say don't limit yourself to one book. It's the equivalent of like Bible. There are read from multiple sources because what worked for person A doesn't always work for person B. The best example, in my opinion, is Zero to One. Zero to One is a great book by Peter Thiel, but it works brilliantly well in the US ecosystem. Okay, Indian ecosystem is fundamentally different. We have many different challenges. You give it some of their Peter Thiel's suggestions and thought processes kind of don't work in the most optimized fashion. So do read Zero to One, but keep that in mind. Since you're building micro SaaS, a lot of your customers would be in the West. So some of Zero to One's principles will work, but just keep in mind that don't treat it as gospel or Bible. The other book I always recommend is Mahabharat. So there is no better distillation of life learnings than Mahabharat and particularly the Gita. It will teach you how to be a better person, better like employee, better leader, everything. So, and not just the Gita, read the Mahabharata itself. Okay. Those are two big books I would say as an entrepreneur. And then thirdly, pick books which are relevant to what you're struggling with today. So for example, if I see myself looking to do, say, B2B GTM, like 3 months down the line, so I'll start picking up books about the space and learning from other people. So that's more tactical.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have another question, sir. Coming from a student points of view, sir, we lack the resources to build a startup. For example, we lack the initial money. We don't have actually at a student level, we don't have any potential income. So how to solve that? How to solve the money
Why,
problem?
why do you need money?
No, there is actually one question you can see from the chats, sir, how are you dealing with competition, sir? But for lack of money, I can't do anything. So what should I do solve this?
So look, those are two very different questions. Okay. You actually don't need money to get started. If you need money to get started, then you're not ready to be an entrepreneur. The key job of an entrepreneur and a founder is to generate resources. and essentially create resources out of thin air. You have to be resourceful, and you can't be like, boss, I didn't have money, so I couldn't succeed, or I couldn't start. Actually, let me rephrase myself. Lack of money cannot be a reason for you to not start. You have a laptop, you have internet, you can make money off the internet. You will make less money. It will be tougher. You will have to put more effort, but you can make money off the internet. Micro SaaS with AI agents and everything, you don't need funding to have revenue at all. I do not agree with this statement. Your statement only becomes valid when you're looking to cross a circle. Once you've crossed rather a critical mass in terms of revenue and your traction, and then you want to scale it up. That is when you go to investors, you're like, look, I have built this thing. It solves a very specific problem. It is gaining a lot of traction. These are my ideas for scaling it up. Today, these are the problems that I'm facing, because of which I want money. That is when an investor would actually be interested, not to when you're looking to get started.
Okay,
I
sir.
had a
So
question like, yeah. So, how do you approach like taking decisions as a CEO, especially when it comes to tough choices, like which do not have easy answers to the solution?
So there are, great question. Three things I keep in mind. First of all, there's like a Eisenhower matrix. So there are decisions that are urgent and important. So you take onus of those. There are decisions that are important but not urgent. So you delay them. You take more information. There are decisions that are urgent but not important. You let someone else take those and you just review them. Decisions that are not important, not urgent, they're just sucking up your time, ignore them. Okay. So that's the first framework. Second is Jeff Bezos' framework. There are some decisions, he describes decisions as one-way door and two-way door. So one-way door is once you have taken the decisions, you can't go back. Two-way door is you can always go back. So in the two-way door decisions, just go on your gut and experiment as much as possible. In one-way door decisions, be very thoughtful, nuanced, and then go. The third thing in decision making is get as much information as possible, because the more information you have, the more informed decision you can make. There's also a question on competition, right? So let me address that. Sir, how are you dealing with competition? And I have an idea, but for the lack of money, can you tell me what is your idea? Maybe you genuinely need money for it, but I want to know what your idea is. Can you just type it out? And in terms of competition, look, I have a very interesting philosophy where I say I like competition, because, and this is something that you folks, I hope, like, if there's one takeaway you take from this chat, is that if your customer, if yours, or rather, if your space does not have a competition, then you probably do not have a customer. Because if your customer had a need, they would be solving that need by any solution. It might be an imperfect solution, it might be an expensive solution, it might be a inconvenient solution, but there would be a solution. Because if there's nothing more stronger than people human want. If there is no solution there, that means it's probably the need does not exist. So first of all, go into a market where there is competition. A. Secondly, your objective should be how can you leverage tech, how can you leverage AI, and how can you leverage your street smart skills to build distribution and deliver that 10x product to your audience, so that you can build an amazing company.
sir, thanks for answering all these questions. Sir, Arithur has asked another question.
My idea is smart glass. I have a vision to replace mobiles with my smart glass. Okay. So what is your next step? You're basically building an hardware, and that's where you're saying you need money for those prototypes. So can you write first? And I'm happy to connect with you later. But if I were you back in the gate, this is how I would approach it. I have this vision. First, I will write a white paper explaining what I'm doing and what are the technical specifications. Once I have this white paper ready, I can actually go showcase this to people, and that will build comfort with people who are interested in the space, and they will start supporting you and helping you. Most you can do not assume that any of them will help you with money, but just that they will help you. Okay, that's skepe. Next step would be, once you have people who are helping you, try to secure grants. Okay, there are many people who are out there helping grants with such hardware stuff. So try to get grants, get to a working prototype, and then if your prototype is good, it's something that gets people excited, then go raise some investor money. But again, there is no excuse for you to not act on this. You can build, you can build like a 3D model of your smart glass. You can build a video that explains what it is. You can have a white paper with explaining what or how the technology works. You can build a business plan which will scope out what components you need. You can actually go and talk to vendors and find those price points and build a proper business plan. But there is no reason for you to not act on this. Money is never the reason.
Any more question, guys?
No. Any of you have any questions? You may ask, Rishabh sir.
Sir, I have some question. You have first said find the unreserved and reserved market. Could you give me the example? What are they?
Oh, so the most obvious one I can say is cross-border payments. Payments is massive. Okay. Cross-border payments by itself is massive. Every year, $500 billion gets transacted across boundaries or geographies. And then within cross-border payments, I picked a very small segment, which is micro SaaS entrepreneurs from India who are selling to the world. That's a very small segment that I've picked. I first want to build for all of you. Once I'm able to build something for all of you, then I will build for other people. And I'll build for entrepreneurs from emerging markets. And then I'll build for a larger use case and keep going forward. Remember, when Harvard started, it was built for, oh, sorry, when Facebook started, it was built only for Harvard students. Then it was for only elite colleges. Then it opened up to all colleges, and then it opened up to public. So take a, take a large market, but pick very small niche that you need to solve.
Okay.
Sir, likewise, Amazon also started for selling books.
Yes.
Yeah. So Auditra has
Okay, sir,
another
thank you.
question. Sir, Auditra is asking, sir, how to get grants?
Sorry, I am not the expert on this, but I would say that build something or write a lot of documentation, share it publicly on Twitter and other places, and get people who are experts in the space to notice you, and then they will be able to guide you. I'm not the right person. But again, get some documentation, and as I said earlier, find people to help you. Most likely, they won't help you with money, but they can guide you how to secure your next grant or next phase.
Anyone, any other questions do you have?
Folks, do you have any questions?
Any question,
I
guys?
don't think so. No
Okay,
questions are
if
there.
you don't have any question, I guess we have to wrap up the session with Rishabh.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I'm very happy to have joined this session. I love the questions. Thank you so much, Rohit, and all of you for organizing this. It was a pleasure. It was an honor.
Thanks to
Thank you,
you,
sir.
sir. Thanks to you,
Thank you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir, for joining.
Thank
You
you,
gave
sir,
your
Okay,
for
valuable
joining.
time, sir.
yeah,
Yeah.
for giving
So
your valuable time to us students.
No
Sir,
problem. You're the future.
Thank you,
sir,
sir.
could you
What are you
share me
asking?
your social media, LinkedIn something? After that, how can I connect with you, sir?
Okay, so there are two ways. So I'll first of all drop my Twitter. Okay, so I put again in the message. So this is my Twitter, and I'm also putting my LinkedIn. So you can connect with me in these two places.
Actually, I have added your LinkedIn over the event page.
Yeah, Twitter, LinkedIn both work. I do get a lot of DMs. So there's an art of writing a good DM. So go learn that and make sure you write something compelling. That I get like 50, 70 DMs a day. Like I'm not able to read everything. So just make sure you write something compelling.
Sure.
Okay,
So I guess there are no more question, I guess.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, everybody. I'm a big fan of the Sagi Kolkata. I'm glad I could be of value. And yeah, feel free to stay with touch with me on Twitter and LinkedIn.
Thanks, Rishabh, for joining
Thank you.
again. Thank you,
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Great.
It was a
Bye-bye.
great time. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Before
Bye.
everyone
Bro,
leaves the
I
meeting,
have
so there is a bonus session at the end. Hello, don't leave, everyone.
Please.
Uh,
By the way, we will give away the LinkedIn PMMs and cool
yeah,
swags
there will
also.
be a
Okay.
giveaway of LinkedIn Premium. So stay till the end. It hasn't been
Yep.
ended yet. So I'll be doing a short kind of info session about how you can get the benefits of Microsoft Founders Hub along with GitHub Student Developers Pack. Okay, so let me just share the screen, and there will be lots of grants and lots of courses also there. Grants in the form of Azure credits. So someone was asking how to get grants. Okay, there are grants over the server which I can help you with. Okay, just stay until the end. It will take only 15 minutes. Okay, just don't leave the session. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Give me 1 sec. Okay, and the file is okay. You can ask.
bro, what are the community name? I don't know. I actually get the link in WhatsApp, so I don't know your community name. If you
Okay, the
conduct
comment.
classes, how
Yeah,
can I
yeah.
get it?
Okay, the our community name is dev.com, and there are other two communities as well. Tech Defenders and Codasaurus. Can
Can you
everyone
share
share
the
the
link
initial
in the chat?
LinkedIn? Yeah, LinkedIn of the three communities. Rohit, kindly share all the LinkedIn of the
I'm
three
sharing.
communities involved. Okay.
I'm sharing. By the way, how was the event, guys? With
Yeah,
Rishabh?
it was great. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yes,
great.
yeah.
Yeah. So the
Like,
questions were fine. I was the questions I was asking is great or bad. I was asking bad questions or great questions.
no, it was good way. It was great,
Okay,
bhai.
okay.
It was great.
Thank
Like,
you, Rohit. Thank you, Rohit. It means a lot. I mean, I was actually bit of nervous to ask what kind of questions. Yeah, but still, yeah. So, can you see my screen? Can you see the PPT? Also send a WhatsApp group. Okay, send a WhatsApp group, Rohit, of TDC and others. Kindly
sure.
share your respective community group link. Okay. And don't share the JIC exclusive community, Tech Defenders. I guess it's only for JS College of Engineering. Don't share that.
Bro, could you
Okay.
share your community link in chat?
What? Then I have a question, bro. So, Ashwin, what you are asking? Hello, Ashwin. Okay. So I'm
Sir, could you,
starting.
sorry,
Okay.
sorry. Could you send your community links? What are you say in chat?
Okay. Yes, Rohit is actually sharing those. Give him a time. Give him 2 or 5 minutes. Okay. Give him 5 minutes. He will definitely share all the links in the chat. Okay. So let's
Okay.
without wasting any time, let's start our bonus session, a mini one of 15 minutes. Okay. So let's talk about open source, GitHub, and benefits. Okay. So what is open source? Do you folks have any idea what is open source? Just raise your hands. I will allow you to speak. What is open source? If anyone
Open
has
source,
any, okay, Ashwin.
open source is a community, sir. You can use the sources openly without paying any cost.
Yeah, you are actually kind of right. I mean, yeah, Bhavya, will you want to speak? I have allowed your mic. Bhavya, you have raised your hand. Bhavya. Okay. So yeah, Ashwin, you are kind of right. See, it's not a community. It can create communities actually. Open source is the kind of software. Okay. There are two kind of software available in the market. One is open source and the other is proprietary. So what is open source? As the name sounds, it's the software whose code is freely accessible to the public. Even you can access it also. For example, let me give some example. For example, VLC. You have used VLC, na? Everyone has used VLC to, yeah, to play the videos. So VLC is actually open source software. You can visit all, you can view all the codes. Along with you can add your own feature to that code. Okay, they will accept your changes if they are acceptable or not. They will see the maintainers over there, the GitHub maintainers. I will be coming on to that. Okay, so open source, the code is available to you, everyone in the whole earth. So what are proprietary? So proprietary is Windows 10, obviously, as an operating system, or you can say that so proprietary software, your browser is even proprietary. You don't have the code, you can access the code for your browser. Okay, so what browser? So Microsoft Edge, you can't access that code. Chrome, all these softwares are proprietary. Okay, and open source, the code is easily available in GitHub or any other platform. Okay, so that's open source. So open source has four features. So why open source? You can ask that. So first of all, it's free to access. Yeah, you can access the code. You can build similar things out of it, or you can add your own changes to that code. Okay, some maintainers, some people over there will see your code, and if they are acceptable or not, they will accept your changes. Okay, based on your changes. If they are acceptable, they will definitely, yeah, they will definitely allow your code to access. It's free access. And collaborative development. For example, you and your friend, sometime in the future or in the past, you have decided to create one software. Okay, and you are considering open source. So that means the code will be publicly available. Okay, so you start building and you collaborate. You will be working on some other features, you will be working on other features as well. So you collaborate and communicate with each other. That's collaborative development. Okay, and some guy over Twitter may look at your project and he may also decide to contribute as well. Who knows? Okay, so transparency. Coming to the third point, transparency. Transparency means all your code are available to see. Okay, you can see all your code. That's transparency. And community driven. Yeah. So there was open source. There was an open source organization, OPIA Foundation. You can search it up. It was just it was a e-learning platform kind of thing, but the code was open source, and so they have built a community out of it. Okay, you can also start your own open source software, and you can create your community out of that open source software. Okay, everyone will interact with each other. You will be holding discussions what changes to implement with your team, and some other outside of your team may approach you. See, I want to contribute to your software. Can you let me join? It's a kind of community thing. Okay, you all will learn building open source softwares. Okay, so some open source events to get you started in the open source world. Okay, there are some events I am sharing. Will I share my screen? Okay, let me give share. Let me share the screen. Okay, is the screen visible? Hello, hello, Rohit, is the screen visible? Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
let me,
yeah, yeah. It's
yeah. So I will be sharing the link. After opening this link, you can see there is Google Summer of Code, Linux Foundation Mentorship Program, and there are a lot others, 20 plus open source internship programs listed down, and you can check everything. Okay, so what are the durations and what are the timelines, what is the stipend? They also provide stipend for you, and there are various other open source internship programs as well. They're kind of internship, they will be guiding you to build your open source software along with the team. Okay, they will be providing you with the problem statements, and that's it. For this, I will be sending the link. You can visit it over there, and you can search it up. Everything Linux Foundation networking mentorship program. You can search it up on Google or Microsoft Bing. So if you want to contribute to Alibaba summer of code, you can search it up on Bing and see over the details in more details. There is the here is also the link. You can visit it and see at your own pace. I am sharing the link. I know this is kind of a fast pace, but I guess we have already spent a lot of time there. So I'll be just doing a fast session is a short one. So you can I will be sharing all the links if I mention in the future. Okay, now stop sharing. Okay, share content. The PPT is not visible, na? Okay, let me share the PPT.
Souradip, can
Okay,
you
okay.
allow me in for to chat? You
Okay,
can allow me
is
for
there
chat. I guess there
is
are some
there
issues,
no some folks are actually chatting. I don't know.
uh, but I can't.
Okay,
I need
okay.
to share the
You
link.
have
So
installed Microsoft Spotlight for everyone. Okay, just share me. I will share it over the chat. Okay.
okay, I am sharing it.
Okay, fine. Okay, and that's for the this slide and some open source event. So now GitHub, what is GitHub? It's the place where you dump your all your code online. Okay, you are building with your friends. You are building or thinking to build the next VLC, the next browser. Okay, so it's suiting your needs. So, where you are going to build that? You need a place for that. I mean, you can't sharing all the codes, collaborating all over LinkedIn. You can't sharing the codes in DMs over LinkedIn or WhatsApp or Twitter, for example. You need a place for to see all those code, to see the changes. Someone is requesting the changes. Someone is thinking that maybe will if I change the color of that button, will it work? They are issuing some changes too and you want to see those changes. So what is the best place for you to see all the changes? It's GitHub. GitHub is a place where you host your code online. It's a kind of a storage place which allows you to collaborate, and by using GitHub it's actually very simple and straightforward. You create your own repository, and after creating a repository you just upload your code and you can then allow others to view it and create a pull request. What is a pull request? Pull request is the changes that you have done, that they have done, and you will review it whether the changes are acceptable or not, and then you will accept or decline depending on you. That's GitHub in a bit of summary in a 2 or 3 lines. Okay, you can just google it up and see at your own pace. Okay, so GitHub, coming to GitHub student developer pack. Okay, whether you are a beginner or don't know how to code, this is super important. I mean, I'm telling you, this is the thing you need right now. If you haven't heard about it or you haven't signed up for it, this thing lets you access to various premium courses and various things which needs money. Okay, you will be getting it free. For example, Azure credits. This thing I am telling you, GitHub Student Developer Pack gives you free credits in Azure. You can build a software over there. Okay, it allows you to access premium courses. I am sharing the screen and sharing what GitHub Student Developer Pack is. If you are a student, welcome here. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Okay, the screen is visible. Let's just okay. This is the page for GitHub Student Developer Pack. Okay, after you go there, I am sharing this link. You will be seeing all those benefits, all the benefits. You can just click on the button and they will ask for your ID to verify whether you are a student or not. Okay, after verifying, you can access uh, all this, what should I say, all these great things, all these premium things. Okay, there is GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot actually costs you $10 per month to use it, and after you sign up for GitHub Student Developer Pack, you get GitHub Copilot for free, and you have access to Claude, Sonnet, and other GPT-4o, GPT-4o1. Okay, you have access to 4 models, and GitHub Copilot is awesome. Okay, if you're starting your developer journey, I mean, you need it. You can't live without it. It's that great. GitHub Copilot, and this is GitHub DigitalOcean. It's for hosting. It's for hosting. It's a hosting service, and there is Notion, and there is Namecheap. Okay, you get .me domain for free for 1 year. Okay, you don't need money for buying your own domain. And the next And the next thing, the next day you decide you create your own startup. You can just and you need a domain for that. You can just head over to GitHub Student Developer Pack and buy your own domain for free. That allows you, that GitHub Student Developer Pack allows you to do that. And then there is Notion. You get access to Notion AI for free. And then Microsoft Azure, you get access to $100 credits. Okay, what's what I'm doing? To for free. And then there is name.com, another domain service. You get access to .live domain. You can just get .live domain for free for 1 year, I guess. And there is you can actually have a certification for free. You don't need this much money to get the certification. Okay, it will be a proctored exam. I have taken it, and you can call yourself that you are a GitHub certified foundations. Okay, GitHub Foundation certified. You can call yourself that after taking this exam. And there is .tech domain. You can also get .tech token. If, for example, in the future you are creating your own tech startup, you can use this domain. And there is Heroku DataCamp. DataCamp is premium. Okay, it gives you access to 3 months of data camp for free, and by doing data camp it gives you access to premium courses which otherwise without the student developer pack you will need money. Okay, that's the same for educative. They also provide you some great courses, premium courses. I mean, students, I have been seeing, so the students who are the same class, our classmates, even our classmates, so, classmates haven't, there is a case that our classmates haven't heard about GitHub Student Developer Pack. I mean, it's that great that they haven't heard, and they're just doing their life without it. Okay, just going their life without it, going through their life. I mean, without it, it's a great privilege that you are getting access. It's a great advantage of your student status. I'm telling you, GitHub Student Developer Pack is the uh, greatest privilege that you can achieve. Okay, in your student life. And there is Codex. There is Codex is another service. Okay, another code service. Okay, you get premium courses here. And there is Frontend Masters. You might have heard the name of Frontend Masters. You get access, 6 months of access. You can learn so many things, premium from premium content for free. And there is MongoDB. You get $50. I mean this GitHub Student Developer Pack is worth more than $1,000 if you combine. Okay, just go over to the site I'm sharing and just view all the benefits, and quickly, without further ado, just sign up for this. Okay, without it, I'm telling you, you will be wasting your student status. I mean, not wasting technically, you will be not be using your student status to the fullest. That's the correct statement. Okay, I'm sharing. Yep, that's a useful statement. That's actually useful information. Our classmates even didn't know it. Okay, there has been a cases where someone in third year was asking, bro, I don't have any Azure credits to host my website, to host this service. So what? And he hasn't taken this GitHub. He hasn't signed up for this, for student developer pack. I mean, what was he doing? Not knowing about it. Okay, whether you are a first year, second year, third year, if you are a student, you can definitely go and apply as soon as possible. Okay, it's the first thing you should do after you are a student. Oh yeah, if you are in the tech domain, of course, law students won't be getting this. Okay, I mean they can get, but what's the use of law students? What's the use of them? Okay, using the GitHub Student Developer Pack. Okay, so okay, I will be sharing. Okay, stop sharing. I will be sharing now the community links. That's for the mini session. I guess you all liked it. I'm allowing everyone to speak up. Let me allow. Can I change the all of them to unmute? Yep. Allow mic. Yep. I have allowed everyone's mic and video. If I guess not allowed. I mean, it's not happening. So whatever from the next onward, audio, video, save. Oh, I have to save, I guess. Yeah. I'm allowing everyone's camera and microphone. Okay. So I'll be sharing the link, and then let's, at the end of the session, before the session ends, let's take a picture together. Okay, I'll be requesting everyone to turn on their camera if possible, and we'll be taking a selfie. Okay, together I will be posting the selfie, selfie, not actually that photo of us in this session to LinkedIn, and tagging, yes, I will not be tagging you guys. So if you can, I will be tagging just dev.com and the other communities. You can definitely check there, and okay, and you can react accordingly, and you can also repost that. Okay, now I will be sharing all the community links. Yeah, copy. Okay. Okay. Okay, I have shared the community links over the meeting chat. You can definitely view there. So what about others? Just turn on your camera, na. Let's have a photo session. Okay, everyone. Okay. Hey Rohit, is there any way to put everyone in one screen? Those who are turning on their camera? I mean,
I don't know about mates.
the view,
Yeah,
changing the view,
it
I
is
guess.
there in view.
Yeah, together large gallery or together mode? What
I
should I
guess.
do?
Not large.
Large gallery together mode. What is that together mode? Yeah, it's great. I mean, yeah, yeah, together mode. I mean, yeah. Can I change view? Can I change this scene?
Okay.
Auditorium. Okay, let's do an auditorium, or what do you want? Underwater?
I am the underwater.
Okay, underwater. Let's do it. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's create. Rohit, click a picture of everyone. Click picture of everyone. Just do
Screenshot, right? Or screenshot
okay,
or
screenshot.
something else.
Screenshot. Something. What is something else? Just do a screenshot of everyone doing this pose. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's better than Meet.
Done.
Okay. Okay, now I am clicking on the leave button. Before I click on the leave button, if anyone has any question, you can ask. I have allowed everyone's mic. Any kind of questions.
Questions or how was the event, guys?
Yeah, how
Like
was the
we
event,
tried
everyone?
our best. Okay, we tried our best. We tried to host this event as a event. I want to say something. Like Rishabh had only time of 10 to 15 minutes, but we have extended to it like 30 to 45 minutes, I guess. So Rishabh's manager was legitimately texting us. So big thanks to him once again. By the way, how was the event in short?
Yeah, bro, the event is good, bro. Just say about you. Who are you guys? Where you from?
Rohit,
So
kindly introduce us.
me. Okay. So first of all,
Okay.
he is our Souradip Pal, right? He's basically my senior. He's a MLSA lead of GIS Kalyani. Myself, I am a second year student, mainly into freelancing and who builds websites and manage businesses. Who manages social medias of different brands and businesses. There is Chirag from Tech Defenders, who is a founder of Tech Defenders Club. It is mainly a GIS exclusive club. You can go through that also. After that, we have Shubhadeep. In short, he's my roommate. Okay, he's a game dev, and honestly, he motivates me a lot to do stuff. Okay, when I feel low or I feel demotivated, I just look into him. He's coding all day, 24 hours.
I mean, he also
So
motivate us.
exactly, he's great,
He
bro. He's
motivate
great. If
everyone.
yes,
He's a
if you have
motivator.
interest in web dev, in game dev, bro, he's the best person, bro.
Yeah,
He's
and
the best person.
he also does front end great. I mean, let me tell you one scenario of Smart India Hackathon. Okay, we were building a project for the internal hackathon, and he built the front end and along with the back end in just 3 or 4 hours of our
Exactly,
product.
bro. Best buy. He's getting graphic designing. He's getting video
Yeah,
editing.
he's great in
So
everything.
everything, bro,
Everything.
everything. Like he's the best guy, bro. And I am lucky
He's the
to
most
have a
talented.
roommate like him. And
Yeah,
Souradip
good.
is an AML dev. He do
Yeah, I'm
great
just
stuff
learning
in
AI.
AML. Not learning. Yeah. After that, I guess we have Akash or something. Akash also. Akash Nath. Uh, yeah, basically he's my friend. Okay, I don't know why he's. Hey Akash, are you there?
Yeah, turn
Hello,
on the video, na.
Okay,
Turn
okay,
on
am I
okay,
the
okay.
video.
audible?
Yes. If you want to learn about datasets and ML or web dev too, especially in Flask, so
Backend,
he's the
yes,
right guy. Okay.
mainly backend,
We
yeah.
have mainly backend. Okay. After we have more guys. We have Subuneda, mainly web
Suminay,
dev in
turn on
a
a video, na,
Mundsec, right?
Suminay.
I
Correct.
guess he's a
Yeah,
Mundsec guy.
to sum up to everyone, we are actually a group of techies learning things in college around to second or third year over JS College of Engineering around Kolkata, near Kolkata actually. Okay. So what about you? So what about Ashwin? Where are you from? And there
You can
is
introduce
Arjun.
yourself, guys. You
Yes,
I'm
can
also
introduce
please.
yourself.
bro from Tamil Nadu, SRM
Tamil
Valliammai
Nadu.
Engineering College. Yeah, bro,
Okay.
you said about Smart India Hackathon. You cracked the
Yeah.
final.
Yeah.
Cracked. Congrats, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm also selected internal level in college, but I haven't cracked the final level. Could you
Okay.
share your PPT with me in my LinkedIn and share my
Okay.
LinkedIn in
Okay. I'll do it
chat? That's
later.
useful to recover my
Okay. After the
problems.
finals have been done, I will share it. Okay. For now, we are actually keeping it private to us. After the finals have been done, okay. After we have presented and gone over there and presented ourselves, I will be definitely sharing all the PPTs and resources. Okay.
Okay, bro. Just
Okay.
connect with me. You
Okay.
can
Okay.
speak.
I'm sharing my LinkedIn as well. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
bro.
okay. Have you, Ashwin, have you checked your checked our WhatsApp link, our WhatsApp group link? You can
No, bro.
visit it.
Got link in some
There are,
community.
yeah, there are already LinkedIn. I'm sharing you the WhatsApp, the DDC dev.com WhatsApp link. Okay. General chat.
Let guy. It'll be better. Akash,
So
please
once,
share that Codasaurus also one. Okay. And Chirag, that okay. I guess if you're from GIS, guys, you can join Tag Defenders too. I guess it's a GIS exclusive, or if not, you can share it. Chirag, you can share.
Yeah, exactly.
okay,
We can share
this is the
that. Yeah.
WhatsApp link. This is the
Then
WhatsApp
you
link
can
of
share that.
general chat dev.com of dev.com. Okay.
Okay, bro. Got it.
And definitely. And here, and see all the other groups. There are various groups as well inside the community subgroups. You can check over there. There is a group for AIML, web, and everything. I've tried. And Arjun, can you introduce yourself?
Bro, you can ask me.
I am studying Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, JIC Guru Kanda. I am from
Okay.
Asansol.
Okay. Yeah. Never.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone want to introduce yourself? It's the best place to connect with people, guys. We host this event to like come together. Let's come together and let's connect, right? So you can drop your
Yeah.
LinkedIn,
Great.
Instagram, X.
Rohit,
Yeah.
it will be great if we like introduce Codesaurus to them. Like
Sure, sure, sure,
there might be someone new. So I think
sure,
it will
sure,
be
sure.
great.
By the way, I want to first of all, there are mainly this is a Dave.com powered first, and which is collaborated with Tech Defenders and Codasaurus. Mainly the role of three communities are almost same. Uh, these communities are founded students like us. Okay, we try to host events mainly online, sometimes offline too, especially in our college campus only. Uh, like Dev.com and Codasaurus and Tech Defender. This is a group. For now, this is just a WhatsApp group. We can call it a community where there are many people with the same mindset, want to develop something, want to build projects together. So I anytime if you are like doing something, you can post over here. If you want to get engagement in your project stuff, if you want to hire something, hire anyone. If you want to connect with someone, you can just DM in those groups, or want to connect with anyone. It's
Or if you
basically
have
like
any
that.
doubt in your coding
Exactly.
projects, you can share
You
there.
can like 24/7 there are many peoples uh, uh, there are many people from all over the globe, especially I will say, like many people I know in our
Yeah, exactly.
communities who are from Stanford, who are from mainly Indians only, who are from abroad, like who are joined over here. You can connect with them. It will
Like someone from,
help you
there are
grow your network.
someone from like University of Buffalo as well.
Yes, we have. Yes. Okay, so anything else?
Anything else you want to ask us?
Anything?
Okay. Now I'm okay. If you
Time.
okay, thanks for joining, Ashwin. Okay, if you don't have any question, if you folks don't have any question, I'm clicking on the leave button. 3, 2, 1, and boom.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.